Happy day, students. So I'm going to tell you class 10 chapter 2 algorithm and flowchart. The first video we had about algorithm, this is the second video. Yes, so over here we are discussing about flowchart. Okay, before beginning with, let me tell you, these are the simple flowchart means pictorial representation. If I'm taking a bit of paper, I'm telling first I will be going over here, I'm drawing my face with a logo and telling like this is me, and I'm going to a shop where I'm drawing a small block of thing as shop. Then I'm going over there, I'm giving cash, I'll put up symbol, diagrammatic representation or different pictorial representation of the steps that were written in the algorithm is known as flowchart. So here is this start stop symbols we told you, right? Like over here we had start as example. First you can see the start. So start or stop is given by an oval shape. Input and output, which means we are accepting the input, right? So that is given in a slanting rectangle. Then we have a rectangle for processing. A decision box will be a diamond in shape, and flow lines, that is to show the connectivity, and this is the connector. Okay, I'll show you an example for the same, so you'll understand better. So the first step in this algorithm is start. So you have it in oval shape. Then read number, which you are asking for an input. So input you will have it in the slanting rectangle shape. Then initialize counter set. So you are what you're doing over here, processing. So what there is a processing, you will have it in the rectangle thing, right? So it's over here rectangle. Then again you have the computing, and checking comes in time and shape. Then you're depending on the checking, whether it's true or false, you're showing the connectivity. Like if it's true, it is again going to the statement. If it's false, it's coming out and displaying the factorial. Since print means we display, we have it in the slanting parallel shape. Then we have a stop will be oval. So start and stop will be oval shape. Yes, I hope so you understood something about flowchart. Now let's see what are the advantages of flowchart. Flowchart is used for communication. Yes or no? By diagrammatically we are trying to communicate. Then effective analysis. Now each time when you see algorithm, we are saying starting, then we will give the input, then I'm going to find the factor, I'm initializing the value, then I'm making decisions. So that is how I analyze. Then proper documentation is done. So instead of going through your whole program for a coder, if I am doing the coding and my friend is doing, if he or she will use the flowchart, they will understand whether so it's easier for them to analyze, and it's easier for the documentation also. So effective coding happens. Then proper debugging will also happen. Now if I'm saying instead of this true, over here I'm written false, when we go through the flowchart we'll understand that we have made a mistake. Then come the effective program maintenance. So everything this too has some disadvantage. One is complex logic. If a layman sees this, he or she not understand. So we say complex logic. Then alteration modification is difficult. You have to rub the things. If I have to add something in between, now I have to rub the remaining things. Same thing input. Now I want to add one more something like after reading num, I want to split it like display sum or find the sum. Again I have to draw a box. The remaining box I will have to erase it off. Then reproduction is also difficult. So this same algorithm somewhere used again in some parts of program again I have to draw it, right? So with that I'll be concluding the chapter. Now we'll be going on to the lab activity. So lab activity, what you have to do, this time we are not going to the lab and doing the activity. Actually what I taught you is algorithm and flowchart, right? So with an example you're going to draw the same. Of the question is draw algorithm and flowchart, calculate total number and percentage of three subjects. So how will you do? You know the logic, you will be reading three numbers, right? Then you will be finding sum, then be dividing by the total, then into 100. So same thing we are putting into words. First will be start. Every algorithm starts with step 1 start, and last step will be start, step n stop. Then second is read first number, that will be a, then second number will be b, third number will be c, then total will be found as a plus b plus c. Then you will find the percentage. How do you find it? A plus b plus c divided by the total. Three subjects were right here, 300 into 100. So you will get the percentage and display. Now start will be in oval shape. So you can see start and stop is in oval shape. Read means it's input, right? So you will have boxes. Either you can draw it in three different boxes, or to make it concise we are making it read A, B, C in a single one. Then we have find total. So total and percentage are processing. So you will have it in which square boxes? Like we say a separate box or the same box. Then total and percentage that are displayed. So again it will be a like input and output comes in the same sheet, right? So since you can see I have used a connector over there, some small zero using after percentage between percentage and display. Why? Because I wrote it in two different pages. Yes. So when you have such a breaking in the flow chart, you are supposed to draw a connector. It's a very simple flow chart. Yeah. So the same will be written in your class book once the school day opens. Yeah. I hope the chapter and the topic is clear to you.